You guys hatched out a lot of babies. There's a lot of them in there. Look at all the babies. Oh my God, you guys. Look at all these babies. You guys. Mamas, you did so good. Look at all your babies. Aww. It is late spring here in East Central Indiana, and it's got to be one of my favorite parts of the year. Everything about this landscape just feels gentle, at ease, peaceful. Until at this point in the year, you go in my barn and we're weaning and it's loud and it's crazy and the chores are piling up. The babies want their mothers, the mothers want their babies, but it's time to start pushing them onto grain so that we can take some stress off of the moms. We can start partaking in the milk and getting some of these handsome little fellas to get ready to go off to their new homes. Weaning time is useful, but it can also be a little stressful. Let's talk about some very important things during our weaning process. This is what cleaning out the kidding barn looks like when you've just been like way too busy. It's a little insane, but I do have this side cleaned out. You can see there's Dally, there's Mr. Brightside, there's Afternoon Delight, there's Uzi, and I've actually got this whole side cleaned. And I'll be putting down some lime. I'll be doing all of the things that I need to do to make sure that this stays clean and sanitary. And there are a couple reasons why it's really important. Especially this time of year when we're weaning our babies, and it's perspiration. It's getting warm. It's the perfect time of season for coccidia and for worms to breed like wildfire here. So nice to see Rosie's little babies are out enjoying their day. But that's the reason why we're cleaning today. I've actually had a couple of bucklings that have been going through the weaning process that are going to be leaving us hopefully very soon for new homes. And in order to keep them healthy and their stress levels down, clean stalls help, food, attention, love, all that good stuff. But like sanitation is really important. Sanitation, especially when I have to keep them confined like this. And the reason I mostly have to keep them confined during weaning is because they're small. They're pretty small. Even if I put them in the buck pen with our mature bucks, odds are that they're going to be able to squeeze through our fencing. And guys, Nigerian dwarf buck kids are just as eager and ready to work as my full-grown adult Nigerian dwarf bucks. So when they start feeling their oats, it doesn't matter if that's mom or sister, does not matter. Nature is strong. Mother Nature has given them a strong drive to reproduce and overtake the world, and they're happy to oblige. So that's why they're actually in the kidding side of the lean-to. Now we're talking about creating a new buck pen and letting our old buck pen be a weaning pen, which would actually be like pretty stinking amazing, especially for like my young bucks that really probably shouldn't be kept confined. It's better for them developmentally, especially my wethers, to be like out on grass, gaining weight, living a happy life, because my doe kids, I never fully wean them off of mom. I share the milk with the doe kids, and I let mom have their babies pretty much until they're ready to wean them themselves. Like when I'm done milking, if they're going to let their daughters still nurse them, that's fine. That helps me to dry them off in a more natural way. So I don't wean my doe kids. I let my moms wean the doe kids when they feel like it. That's a personal preference. You can wean your doe kids. You can leave them on mom and only take leftovers and never take milk supply from your kid crop. That's totally up to you. This is just what seems to work best for me. Yeah, this is just what works best for me. But you can tell life has been really crazy and busy because of the amount of chores that are they're stacking up. And we actually have a get together coming up soon where we have lots of family members, lots of church members, people that have probably never seen our property before coming. And I am a little bit psychotic when it comes to the property being nice and clean and presentable for people that don't have never been here before, first impressions are always so important. And I'm a firm believer of that. And I follow through with that, like when it comes to people coming to our property. So I need to catch up on everything around the house. So life has been super busy. Everything is ramping up, but I couldn't love my life more than I do right now. Raising kids on a farm is so sweet. Finding little things like that, where they've been in the barn by themselves and wanted to express how they feel about the life that they're living. That makes me think I'm not screwing up my kid too much. But you know, someone once told me, like, if you don't take moments and think, am I screwing them up? Like, you're probably doing it wrong. It's when in those moments where you know you're doing it right, because you worry how they're gonna turn out. With our kidding season at an end and milking season starting, it's just so busy around here. There's so much life. There are so many things to do. It really feels like every time I finish a task, 3 more take its place. And I can't lie, guys, I wouldn't change this life for anything. I love the life that my family and I enjoy here on our farm. The ability to be self-sufficient and to keep striving to be that much more self-reliant is a really beautiful thing. But it is around this time of year that I find that, like, I am so hectic that I don't always stop to smell the roses. I don't always stop to look at my kid crop or to be thankful for all of the milk that I'm gleaning from my goats. My garden gets a bit weedy and I wonder why I planted all of these things. And I just wanted to stop and take a moment and let you all know it is so important to just stop and take in the beauty that is around you. Life in general can wear you down so fast. And then when you throw self-sufficiency on top of it, where you're trying to live this life where you're doing as much as you possibly can for yourselves, it can be darn near isolating. It can beat you down. So just make sure in these seasons that you're in where you feel like you're just running at full speed and you're never going to catch up on that to-do list, just know that there is still beauty around you, even when you are busy. It's just important for us to stop and realize that it's there. After so many weeks, it is raining. Never thought I'd be so happy to see something overflow like that. Y'all, when I tell you it's been a few weeks, it's been a hot minute since it rained. It's been a hot minute since it rained. So I am so happy to see this rain right now. My garden is happy. My raised garden bed is happy. My pasture is happy. I am happy. It was getting a little bit ridiculous there. It's getting just a little ridiculous. But it's finally here. The rain is finally here. I know it's loud, it's raining, but I just got done milking and I keep hearing this kid crying and I'm like, where is this kid crying from? Come on, June, come on. So I'm like, where is this kid? What's going on? Did you jump up there and it gave away? Come here. Go, brother. Oh, guys, get out of there! Well, Tangie snuck on me, and she had a baby. She had a gorgeous little baby. Hi, Mama. This is a new little one. Oh, it's so cute. You did such a good job, Mama. She's doing really good for a first-time mommy. She loves her baby. Her baby was a little bit bigger than what she probably would have liked to push out. Honey, what? Pretty girl. And she gave us a doll. Oh, look how cute. Oh, you love her, don't you, Mama? You love your baby. This is like my favorite time to observe them when they've just had their babies, because it's either going to be really stressful for first-time mommies, and it's going to stress me out because then I have to help or intervene. But when they're good mommies, like Tangie's being just such a good mom, and she loves her little baby. I just love how they just instantly love their babies. And she's just being a really good mom. Baby has already nursed, and Mama's doing good with you. Come on, you're doing good, aren't you? You did a good job. She's had her dinner. She's got water. She's doing great. I'm just watching now for her to clean. Cleaning is her passing her placenta. I usually like to see this pass within 24 hours of birth. Mostly because like if it doesn't pass and their contractions slow down, which I don't feel like that's going to be an issue here because the baby's nursing, and nursing helps to stimulate contractions for moms to pass their placentas. So if I don't see anything in the next 24 hours, I will probably be in contact with my vet to see what we need to be doing going forward, because then if she doesn't pass it, it actually can make her sick if it starts to decompose while it's inside of her. And we don't want that. We want a really healthy mama who's feeling really good so she can be a really good and healthy mama to her baby and help her baby get big and strong. Are you listening to every word I have to say? Are you listening? You're just playing a good mom. I'm just being a good mom. How are you, little sweetness? Mom, we love you, but we want to see baby. Oh, look at you, baby. Now, I've been checking her ligaments every single day, probably for the last 3 days, because her due date was actually this Saturday. It's Wednesday, so she's 2 to 3 days ahead of time. Not uncommon for first-time freshers, but in my experience, first-time freshers seem like they hold on to their babies a lot longer. They're usually late, so I wasn't really expecting her to have a baby just yet. And her baby is the sweetest little thing, but she had ligaments this morning. I could tell last night she was softening up just because she looked different on her tail head. I really wish I would have filmed it, but I'm getting really tired, guys. So I came out, I was sitting at my desk inside, and I was like, you know, I really probably should go clip some branches. I've got things that I need to catch up on. And I said no, and then I just felt like I needed to come out to the barn to get my shears to clip branches, and came into the barn and was greeted with the sounds of labor. And when I came in, her water bag had already burst. I could see a hoof and I could see a nose. And this little baby was just a little bit bigger than probably what she might have been able to do on her own. So I helped to dislodge that because the hoof was like right like this. So I just pulled the hoof forward to where it was extended. And once we got past her little head, she was just fine. But she had a larger head. And this is another lunar daughter. This is another lunar howl daughter, and I'm really excited about that. But helped her pull the baby. She had it with everybody surrounding her in the other pen. Kids jumping on top of me because I'm a jungle gym, apparently, which is okay, but not what I'm trying to assist in the labor. So I was a little sad I didn't have her over here, but even based off of this morning, I would not have pulled her into a kidding stall today because her ligaments were still pretty much there this morning when I checked around like 7. So by, what was it, 1:30 or 2, she had her baby. So she lost her ligaments that fast, guys. That's why I'm like, when the ligaments go, like, you know, we're showtime. It's showtime when the ligaments are gone.